Okay, make sure you have printed this out, give the questions a go, and when you've given the questions a go, then come back and go through it question by question, and I'll let you see how you would do each question. Okay, factorise. Factorise means put into brackets, so you're looking for a common term between 10x and 15. Common to both of those is 5. Open your bracket. 5 times what will take you back to 10? 2x. 5 times what will take you back to 15? 3. Okay. Second question. Y upon, open brackets, y plus 4. Okay, make D the subject of the formula. To make something the subject of the formula means get it on its own, so put a line down the middle. Now, if you are not sure of what you want to move, then do BODMAS backwards. Okay, so move any addition or subtraction first. So we're going to move the minus 3, which becomes plus 3. C plus 3 is equal to 4D. Okay, we want to then move the 4, which comes across and becomes divide by 4. So C plus 3, all divided by 4, is equal to D. Work out the smallest integer. Now, an integer is a whole number value. Treat your inequality sign just like an equal sign and rearrange. Plus 1 becomes minus 1. So 4t has got to be greater than 24. Bring your 4 across, which becomes divide by 4. T has got to be greater than 6. Now, the smallest integer, it's got to be greater than 6, so your smallest integer could be 7. Okay, question 2, write down the next term in the sequence. So, find your difference each time. So plus 4, plus 4. So for the next one, it's going to be plus 4 as well, 13. Okay, draw pattern 4. If you look at it, you're starting with a single dot, then 1 dot out each time. The next one's 2 dots out, so start with your single dot, 3 dots out. There's pattern 4. Complete the table of results. So have a look at how you're going from one term to the next. You're adding 4 each time. So add 4 here, 13, and sorry, not 14, 17. Okay. The rule for the number of dots is equal to 4 times the pattern number. Your pattern number is going to be 10, so 4 times 10 gives you 40, and then subtract off your 3, your answer is going to be 37. Okay, part D, part 2. Work out the pattern if the number of dots is 77. So you know it was 4 times your pattern minus 3. You're working backwards, so you've got to do the opposite of plus 3. 77, or sorry, the opposite of minus 3, which is plus 3. That gives you 80. 80 is equal to 4p. Bring your 4 across, becomes divide, p has got to be equal to 20. Okay, question 3 is a simple substitution question. So you're replacing r with 7. You're replacing s with 5. 2 times 7 gives you 14. 3 times 5 gives you 15. And you're going to have 19. Okay, solve the equations. To solve, put a line down and rearrange. Plus 6, remember, if you change side, change sign. Minus 6. So 11 takes 6, w is equal to 5. Put your line down again. Always go BODMAS backwards. Okay, so minus 4 changes to plus 4. 5x is equal to 35. X is equal to, your 5 needs to come across and becomes divide by 5. X is equal to 7. Okay, part 3, put your line down. 9 comes across, becomes multiply. It was divide on this side, becomes multiply. So y is equal to 63. Okay. Question 4 is a common question that has been coming up every year for the past few years. Be careful of the double negative here. And it seems to be coming up in this way in the past papers. 4 times 2x gives you 8x. 4 times 1 gives you 4. 3 times x gives you minus 3x. And 2 minuses make a plus. So 3 times 4 gives you 12. Gather your like terms. So 8x minus your 3x, remember the sign in front of it belongs to the term. 8x take 3x gives you 5x, plus 4 plus 12 plus 16. Okay, write down the next term in the sequence. You've got to look what's happening to our a's as we go from term to term. Well, you're adding an a to get 2a, adding another a to get 3a, so your next term, add another a, is going to be 4a. 3b going to 5b. Going to 7b, you're adding 2b each time, so add 2b here, plus 9b. Okay. Work out the value of 3x plus 4y, so your substitution. 3 upon 2 plus 4 upon 5. 3 times 2 gives you 6. Remember, it's not 32 and it's not 45. Plus 20. Your final answer is going to be 26. Okay, expand the next one. Multiply out. C times c gives you c squared. C times 3 gives you minus 3c. And the last one, factorise, means put into brackets. So open your bracket. 3. 3 times what gets you back to 3d? D. 3 times what gets you back to 12? 4. Okay, again, solve. Put your line down. Minus 3 changes to plus 3. A is equal to 8. Put your line down. Plus 2 changes to minus 2. 3b is equal to 12. Bring your 3 across, which becomes divide by 3. b is equal to 4. Okay, in part C, get rid of the bracket before you try putting your line down, so multiply it out. 2 times 3 gives you 6c, minus 2 is equal to 10. Then put your line down. Your minus 2 comes across and changes to plus 2. 6c is equal to 12. Lastly, move your 6 across. It's multiplying this side, so when it comes across it becomes divide. C is equal to 2. Now be careful in D. It's set out slightly differently. Remember, you rearrange in the order of BODMAS backwards. Okay, so your 5 is adding on to the D. You're trying to get D on its own. Move the 5 across first, which becomes minus 5. D over 6 is equal to minus 3. 6 is on the bottom line, so it's divide. Comes across, becomes multiply by 6. So your answer is minus 18. Okay, simplify fully. It means gather your like terms. 8x plus 7x gives you 15x. Take away your 2v. Sorry, I was saying x. 8v plus 7v minus 2v, 13v. Okay. 8w. Now, be careful with these ones. 8w. Your sign in front belongs to the term. 8w minus 6w gives you 2w. Then gather your 2x and your 3x, which is going to give you 5x. Solve the equation, so put your line down and rearrange. That 6 is multiplying, so when it comes across it becomes divide. Y is equal to 3. Put your line down. On the bottom line, that 4 is divide, so when it comes across it becomes multiply. 32. Okay, here's a sequence. Now, it gives you the rule for continuing the sequence. Add 3 and multiply by 2. So you take 22, add 3, which gives you 25, and times it by 2 to give you an answer of 50. Here's a different sequence. Find the next term, or to find the next term, the rule is add a, where a is an integer, and then multiply by 3. Now, we're looking to work backwards so that we can find out what this integer is that we are adding on. So instead of multiplying by 3, we're going to divide by 3. Take your last term, 15, divided by 3 gives you 5. A plus 1 gave us 5. A must be 4. Okay, so then use that and apply it to this rule. Add on your integer, which is 4. 15, add 4, gives you 19. And then lastly, times it by 3 to give you an answer of 57. Okay, you've got a shape and it's asking you to work out the length of the marked H. Now, don't get confused because you can see algebra in this. You're talking about the area. How do we find the area of a shape? It's length times breadth. So what I would do is find the area of the large rectangle and subtract out the area of the smaller rectangle. So length and breadth of the large rectangle is h times 8, which is 8h. The smaller rectangle is 4 by 6, which is 24. And they've told you the area, 56. So let that equal 56. Put your line down and rearrange. Minus 24 comes across and becomes plus 24. 8h is equal to 80. You need to move 8 in order to leave h completely on its own. H is equal to 10. Okay, here's a sequence of numbers. Write down the next number in the sequence. Well, if you look at them, going difference each time is minus 5. Minus 5. So for the next one, it's going to be minus 5, which gives you 10. Write down the rule for continuing the sequence. Subtract 5. Okay, which of the expressions is the nth term of the sequence? Now, because you know it's minus 5n, or minus 5, it's going to be minus 5n. So that's that one out because it's positive 5n, that's that one out. So it's one of these two. Okay? Now, if we take n, that's term 1, so n would be 1. Minus 5 times 1 would give you minus 5. Are we taking 5 away from 30 or 5 away from 40 to get us 35? It has to be away from 40, so that is your expression. Okay, question 11. Put your line down. Plus 4 becomes minus 4. So w is equal to 5. Put your line down to solve. Minus 2 becomes plus 2. 4x is equal to 12. Bring your 4 across, becomes divide by 4. X is equal to 3. Put your line down. Divide by 3 comes across as multiply by 3. Minus 6. Okay, and the last one. Expand your brackets out to get rid of those first. So 3t plus 5 is equal to 5t plus 12. Now, when you've got letters on both sides of your equal sign, you need to make sure that you bring the smaller letter value over first. Bring that across, becomes a minus 3t. 2t plus 12 is equal to 5. Okay. Sorry. Can we just go back to this bit? There's a common mistake that I have made. Don't forget to multiply both your terms in your bracket by 3. So that should actually be 15 there. So be careful of that. Okay. Plus 12 comes across and is minus 12. 2t is equal to 3. And lastly then bring your 2 across and divide it into 3. So 3 divided by 2, 1.5.